everybody, it's Sam at 4HO Trains. How's everybody doing tonight? We do have a lot to cover for what we've got that is going on or weekly updates for 4HO Trains. We've got some new arrivals, we've got a bunch of products coming soon. I did not see any new announcements this week, ironically. I did look. We've got a pre-order deadline coming up soon and some weekly deals that we'll be talking about. So, hi Randy, how are ya? So, without further ado, let's get started. See what's going on. Da, 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 da. New arrivals. So, just in this week, we got our Lionel shipment, came in late last week. I just got everything processed, and we have got the G38 ore cars. They are here, finally here. So we have the G38 ore car in Pennsylvania. This is the single car. We do also have these in the 4-car sets. Hi, Massimo. I'm doing great. How are you? I'm doing great too, Randy. Thank you. It's been a little bit crazy here, but nothing we can't handle. I mean, honestly. It's only been slightly crazy, but it's fine. Um, but yeah, it's been pretty good. So this is the single of the G38 Pennsylvania ore car. Um, they did come in 4 packs. In this particular Pennsylvania, they had 4-car sets of these as well. There was set number 1, 2, 3, and 4. The single car is the original MSRP on these is $57.99, but we do have them marked down to $46.39. And the 4-car sets are for sale on our site for $183.99. So the features of the single cars are the detailed plastic body with the hidden weight, separately applied detailed parts, as you can see in the photo, era-specific trucks with metal wheels, operating scale metal knuckle couplers, and they are, it says 18 inches in length. That is a total lie. That must have come from Lionel's site. I would say they're approximately 4 or just over 4 inches in length. Um, and then on the 4-car set, the features are a little different. The 4-car set has the same similar features, era specific trucks with metal wheels, road number specific paint and data markings, operating metal knuckle couplers on the end cars, and then scale dummy couplers for the intermediate cars, since they knew that you were probably going to be running these in a whole freight set. So they do, the 4-car set does have the um, scale dummy couplers on the intermediate cars for you. So we have the Pennsylvania. Let's see. We also got Penn Central, and this is a G38B. That's a G38, a G38B in Penn Central. Here's the G38 in Penn Central. G38B in Conrail, and this is the Brown A paint scheme. This is the Brown B paint scheme. Why? I'm not sure. I can't tell the difference visually, but I'm sure somebody can. And then here's another in Conrail in the black paint scheme. We also have the undecorated version of the G38B. And then we also have Pennsylvania 4-car set that is unnumbered. So you can have Pennsylvania and do your own numbers or leave it unnumbered, however you would prefer. Another Pennsylvania. And then we do have the ore loads. Yay! So if you've been looking for ore loads to add to your coal cars that you already have, or if you've been wanting to get the coal cars but didn't have anything to put in them, we now have the ore loads. We also have the taconite loads as well. So, and again, MSRP on those was $11.99. We've got them marked down for $9.59 at 4hotrains.com. And if you guys have friends, Randy, I know you have friends. Massimo, I know you probably have friends too. I'm just kidding. I know Katie's your friend. And that's it. Yeah, that's all I know. So, I'm just messing with you, Massimo. But if you guys have friends that are into the model train hobby, please share this video with them. They may not be into HO scale, but every person who's into trains has friends that are into trains. And those friends also have friends that are into trains. So, if you could share this video, and those of you tuning in from Mr. Muffin's O-Scale YouTube, which is great, that doesn't help me out much, just saying. You have to go to 4HO Train's YouTube page and share the video with one of your train buddies and ask them to share it with one of their train buddies. I need your help because we have to get it out there. We hear too many times about how nobody knows that we're in HO scale. Oh, I didn't realize you guys were in HO scale. And we are, and we have a lot. So if you guys could help us spread that word, that would be great. Just share the video with a friend. Like, hey, did you know Mr. Muffin's doing HO scale? And share the video, see what they think. Anywho. So let's dive right into our next topic of items that are coming soon. So I just got word that we have an Atlas shipment that showed up today with some HO scale items. I do not have those in this broadcast. I was going to add them in, however, the pictures were slightly off, and I figure you guys don't want to see the stock photos anyway, so next week I'll show you those. However, we do have some very exciting stuff coming in from Broadway Limited. Their EMD F3s and F7 diesel locomotives. Now, I will prep you. This is a lot. There are a lot of different paint schemes, a lot of different versions. So bear with me. We're going to roll through this. This is pretty big deal. So, of course, every one that I show you is going to be the DCC version. It's just easier that way. I've also got a note there. These are also available in the stealth mode or DC mode. But what I'm showing you is DCC. So in the DCC version, they come equipped with Paragon 4 sound and control system, featuring the Rolling Thunder. They have an integral dual mode decoder with the with back EMF for superb slow speed operation in DC and DCC. Precision drive mechanism engineered for heavy towing and smooth slow speed operation. All-wheel electrical pickup, ABS body with die-cast chassis, premium caliber painting, prototypically accurate paint schemes and road numbers, many separately applied detailed parts, such as the grab irons, handrails, horn, bell, wipers, etched metal grills, etc. Prototypical light operation, prototypically accurate sounds for the EMDF 3s, metal KD compatible couplers. It will operate on code 70, code 83, and code 100 rail, and the minimum operating radius is 18 inches. So some of the road-specific detail options for this production that are prototypically accurate for each road name includes the 3 pilot options included where it's prototypically accurate, a sand fill hatch location, accurate filter panels, a water fill hatch location, which varies per road name. So you'll see that kind of moves on these as we go along. Cooling fans and exhaust hatch, accurate per each road name. And then some of the individually controllable lights in the F3s are the headlight, a Mars light where applicable per, the road name, classification lights, and cab lights. And then with the Paragon 4 sound and control system features, it will operate in both DC and DCC. It has a built-in extra capacitance to navigate imperfect track. Pro lighting mode offers individual control of all the lights on the model. Switcher mode for precise low-speed control. Record and play operation. Records and plays back sound and movements once or repeatedly if you'd like. Oh no. Thanks, Phil. Let me see what I can do. I'm not that great at this, I gotta be honest. I could always move the mic too, maybe. That helps. Let me know if that's better, Phil. I have no idea what I'm doing, just to be 100% honest. There's too many buttons over here. So it has that playback operation. And then it also has high resolution audio and the quillable horn for various whistle lengths and patterns. You have 3 selectable horn options. I mean, there's so many features for the DCC version. It's like, why would you bother? But I shouldn't say that. But also, it just seems like so much more work. But anyway, it has the prime mover sound intensity that varies with your load and the speed. And then, of course, your automatic forward reverse signal, grade crossing automatic signals and whatnot. Great. Thanks, Phil. I appreciate it. So, at any rate, without further ado, here we go. So this is the Atlantic Coastline. This is an AB set. So these sets are originally priced at $429.99, but we have them marked down to $365.49. Again, this is DCC version. This is also available in the DC version. Same paints, same everything. You can't tell the difference between the two until you run them. So, MSRP on the DC version is $329. We've got them for $280.49. And then, of course, the A unit. We've got those for $280.49. You can get them in the DC version for $195.49. And then here's your B unit in the Atlantic Coastline. I really dig this purple and yellow. I like it. Again, available in DCC and DC. And of course the B units, as we know, the B units are unpowered. They're not powered. And on your B unit, if you purchase in the DCC version, it comes with sound and lighting. Much like you would find in other models. So, A unit, B units, and sets. And that was Atlantic Coastline. Moving on, we have Boston and Maine in the McGuinness blue, white, and black paint scheme. I love it. It's so pretty. Although there is a better one coming up, I will tell you, at least one that I like better. And it's just the paint scheme. It's nothing against the road name. Hey, Davon, I'm sorry. I can't control the ads or what happens there. So here's the Boston and Maine in the McGuinness blue, black, and white, or blue, white, and black. We only have these in the DCC version. We did not get any DCs of these. And this is road number 4228A. And then the B unit for Boston and Maine, again, only available in DCC, road number 4228B. Next, we have Chesapeake and Ohio in the restored scheme with the blue and gray. This is the A unit only. They did not do a B unit in these. I'm not sure why. So also no AB set either. We've got these priced at $280.49. Again, the DCC version with sound. A unit only. We do have them available in the DC version. This is road number 8016. And yep, that was right. Okay. All right. Next up is the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western. Again, A unit only. There is no B unit. This is road number 663. This is the 2020s paint scheme. the Steamtown version in the gray and maroon, DCC or DC version. And then this is road number 664. Yes, they use the same photo for both engine options. So next up is the Denver and Rio Grande Western in the Prospector scheme with the Aspen Gold and Silver. These are I also really do like these two. And this is going to be your AB set. So this is in the DCC version. We also have these available in DC. Then there's just the A unit in both DC and DCC, as well as the B unit. Next up is Pennsylvania in the single stripe Brunswick green paint scheme. This is an AB set. Then the A unit or the B unit. And then, here we go, Philip. This is probably my favorite. Why? I'm not even a purple girl. I'm not, I promise. I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong. It's probably my third favorite color, I'm not gonna lie. Behind black and orange. So that's okay. At any rate, you just don't see them like this, and I think this is awesome. So, the Aberdeen, Carolina, and Western, road number 271 in the EMD, this is an F9 A unit. And then the F7 B unit. Again, both are available in DC or DCC versions. Next up is the Connecticut Department of Transportation in the New Hampshire McGinnis red and black paint scheme. I'm sorry, New Hampshire, New Haven, I'm so sorry. Isn't it great, Philip? I love it. So this is road number 6690. Again, A unit in both DCC and DC. And then another A unit in road number 6691 in DCC and DC versions. Again, A unit only on these. I do not know. I don't know if they made the B units. I'm not saying they didn't. We just didn't end up with one. So, next up is the Chicago and Northwestern in the green and yellow paint scheme, their executive scheme with the silver. This is an F7 AB set in road number 400 and 410, available in both versions. And then here's your A unit in road number 401 and your B unit in road number 403. And Norfolk Southern, one of Mr. Muffin's favorites. This is in the tuxedo scheme, the black, white, and gold. Also, I'm pretty sure those might be closer to his favorite colors. Kind of follows Purdue's paint scheme, you know? So this is the AB set, the F7 AB set, Norfolk Southern, road number 4270 and 4275 in both DC and DCC versions. Here's you have the A unit, road number 4271, and then the B unit in 4276. And then we've got the Reading and Northern in an F7A unit, 2020's excursion scheme, black, white, and red. A unit only. They did not do a B unit. Oh, but they did. So I'm not sure why that says that. Okay. Who knows? Anyway, road number 270 on this in both DC and DCC, and then the B unit in 275. And, whew, that was a lot. That was a lot to cover. So, geez, sometimes it's too many schemes all at once, I think. I'm not sure. So, I guess I was going to see what, I know Phil. I know what Phil likes. So, which one, if you were to get one, which one would you be most excited to get your hands on? And let me know why in the comments if you guys if you want. Or if you are getting one, let me know which one it is. I want to know. So, moving on. Maybe if I click the right thing, we'll be moving on. Hey! Our upcoming pre-order deadlines. It's just the one as of right now. And I keep trying to swipe the wrong thing, so bear with me. So we talked about the Atlas winter catalog, the HO winter catalog last week, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was last week. I feel like it was a long time ago. That's because I've been busy. So I just wanted to remind you guys that these pre-orders are due on January 7th. So we've got almost 4 weeks. Is 4 weeks from yesterday. So we've got some time. No rush. However, if you guys are interested in anything in the catalog and you want to just, lock in, go to our website, 4hotrains.com, put the items in your cart, and then, the button will say pre-order. Put them in your cart, and it will tell you on the cart, total due today $0. Complete your order, and then should, at least once they get here, you'll be the first person to know that they're here and they're in, because we will let you know. And that's, it's really that easy. There's really no better way for you to know that they are back in stock, or that they are in stock, than to just go ahead and place the pre-order. If they get here and you decide you don't want that one, or you wanted to get something else, or maybe money's tight, I'm not sure what the case would be, just give us a shout and we'll cancel the order. No harm, no foul. Just get the pre-order put in there. It'd be no biggie. All right, moving on. Our in-stock showcase. So, each week we feature in-stock items to showcase on our broadcast, which of course will then be featured in tomorrow's newsletter at even deeper discounted prices. So, without further ado, this week we are looking at, of course, holiday-themed cars. So first up, we have the Lionel Christmas box car, the Deer Dash box car. Hi, Katie! Hey, look! Massimo, your friend. Anywho, we've got the Deer Dash box car in road number 4020. These are available for purchase on our website right now for $23.99. Hi, Rich. I don't know the answer to that. Okay, I have no idea. I know, I feel bad. I know I used to talk to most of you guys on the phone when you call in with questions and whatnot. And and I was getting really good at getting answers. And then I switched to HO scale, and I'm like, holy crap, I can't keep up between the two. So they probably do have this in O scale. But oh, Katie, you missed it. I made a joke. I made a joke about Massimo not having friends earlier. It's okay. So it probably is. It's made by Lionel. Why not? But so you'll see it for an even deeper discounted price. But of course, if you want access to our exclusive sneak peeks and even earlier access to the pre-orders, just join our free email newsletter and sign up at 4hotrains.com. It's the easiest way to do it. Next is our Santa's Choice Milk Reefer car. How about that one? I'm pretty sure I've seen this in O scale. I can't say for sure. Poor Massimo. I'm sorry. You're the nicest one, actually. Probably you're the nicest, but that's what made it easy. I told him I knew that I only knew he had one friend. That's how that happened. Katie. Oh, poor Massimo. And then lastly, the 20th anniversary Polar Express box car. Yes, it'll be your good deed. So those are the three. That's it. I've got 3. But on the bright side, I will be keeping the ready to run sets that we had discussed last week. I am going to keep those in there. for the weekly deals this week. So if you didn't catch them last week, you've got another week to get it done. um, and I will extend that, and then we'll have these ones added to it. So be on the lookout for the newsletter, which comes out tomorrow. Da, 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 da. Layout inspiration. Hey, this is the part of our broadcast where we talk about Atlas's already pre-packaged, ready to run train sets. So Atlas packages are the ultimate hassle-free way to fast-track building your own railroad. They've done the hard part for you, including every single piece of Atlas track you could need, including track nails, track screws, etc. By including every single piece so that you can skip the measuring and dive straight into the best part of the hobby, which is running your trains. So, which one are we looking at today? HO number 32. This is the Apex and Hypotenuse Code 100 layout package. This is a space-saving rearrangement of a single 4x8 plywood sheet to make every square foot count, with an extra long main line, plenty of spur tracks, and the extra interest of up and over trackage. The minimum table size required for this is a 4 foot by 10 foot table. You can see both track layout plans up there. These are offered by Atlas for $9.97, but you can get them from us for $7.97. Plus, we have flat rate shipping, which is $5.99. So pretty sure that these are in 2 or 3 separate boxes to get all the pieces, everything. I mean, we're going to ship all of it for $5.99. Plus, if you're out of state, there's no sales tax either. So, I mean, it's even better than $7.97, even better than 20% off. Let's be real. So, next up is our featured building kits. Lionel makes a 50-foot trailer on flat car in the Deer Dash, but not the box car. Well, that's a bummer. So you need a Deer Dash box car in O scale. Who else signed up for this? Somebody else said something. Oh, it was Rich. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what we can do. I'll see what I can find anyway. Do you guys have Christmas setups on your layout? Either one of you, Rich or Phil? Either one of you guys have Christmas layouts? Also, Massimo, where are my pictures of your Christmas layout? I thought I was getting pictures. So next up, we have the feature building kits, and this week we are going to talk about DPM again, bought out by Woodland Scenics. So Woodland Scenics now owns them. However, the kits didn't change. So this is the Townhouse number 1 kit. It is 2 7/16 wide, by 4 1/18 of an inch deep, and then 4 3/4 inch tall. This is a 3-story townhouse. It's super cute, super simple, which also gives you the ability to add so many little details that, wouldn't necessarily be hard to do, but also aren't exactly featured on there. They're super simple, great detail, easy to paint. I don't know. I don't know if I saw, oops, wrong one. I swiped the wrong one all the time. I don't know that I saw your Halloween one. I will go look. I'll go look for sure when we get off of here. Oh my gosh, you guys wouldn't believe there's probably nothing to write with. Oh, there's 1,000 pens. Here we go. How about something to write on? I feel like this is the dilemma always. Why is it like that? Rich, I shipped out your Hudson yesterday. I got to be a part of that. I don't know why. It just happened timing. Mona needed help moving some stuff. Aw, Katie, what did you do? That's great. That's me, Phil.
That's the best way to do it. I mean, that's exactly what I would do. Why? Because I only have 5 seconds to make something happen, and that's what happens. Actually, I don't know if you've seen Mr. Muffin's miniatures, but I have. Um, Katie and Massimo brought me some super cute little mini resin figures. One of which is a resin duck with a little Santa hat on it. We have glow in the dark snowmen, which I totally haven't tested out, by the way. Maybe next week I'll bring the figures back. We'll test it out we'll test it out live. Why not? Um, and that's how I get my Christmas decorations done. And the better part is I don't do most of it. I actually just hand them to people as they walk into the layout. And I ask them, I'm like, look, here's the 2 rules. You're not allowed to put it on anything that's moving, and you're not allowed to put it on the track. So just go have fun, put it anywhere you want. Kind of like hide them, but they can't be like totally hidden because that's what's the point. And they put them all out there. I think that they brought me 4 different figures. I also had Christmas presents and Santas. So I had 4. Um, and I don't know how many were in each. I know that I had probably the most ducks, maybe the same amount of presents, I'm not for sure. The Santas were the least amount, but I mean, there's probably at least, I would say probably at least 300 to 400 pieces on the layout right now. I just hand them to people when they walk in, and they're happy to go help and do it. It's fun. I will, Rich. I'll check it out. So at any rate, here we are with this with the building kit. I know we're getting distracted. Um, yes. No, can we get it in HO? Then maybe we'll spread the word. Maybe it'll spread the word because I bet the O scale people will still buy it. Let's do it in HO. Yikes. I'm going to talk him into it, I think. We'll see. I don't know how hard it'll be to do. I also don't know. Well, yeah, I did have a Christmas sound box car. I do have a Halloween sound box car in HO. And, um, what else? I think one of the Polar Express box cars was also a sound box car. Um, I know he does. He does love the miniatures. He does. And then also, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar, but Mr. Muffin has a Mr. Muffin's Magnificent Modular Railroad Club. And the president and his son have created these 3D printed ducks. The ducks themselves, they're duck shaped. The ducks themselves are snowmen, and they have Santa hats on. They're so freaking cute. And he came and brought them to the layout on Saturday. Yes, for the sound box car, that is definitely it. And then also, I don't. Yeah, you're right. Both scales maybe, but I really just want it in HO so it's exclusive, and then we can spread the word. And then if you guys spread the word well enough, then we'll do it in O scale too. I'm super sure I can talk him into it, but now I just need to check out and see if we actually have sound box cars. I'm super sure we do. The whole thing with the DC and the DCC thing throws me off a little bit, and so I'm not sure what's uh sound box car. Oh yeah, we got lots of stuff. Huh. We, we have lots of stuff that's in stock actually. Hang on, let's see. I'll show you guys. Cuz why not? So, uh okay, I lied. Not lots of stuff in stock. Just the Halloween box car that's in stock. And then these 3 are all sound box cars. Which this one's cool. It even glows in the dark. That's exciting. Um, yeah, but those are on pre-order, which is okay. So that means those will probably be here soon. What is my? Oh my goodness. Let's see. March. Okay. I know. I know, Philip. It's I'm getting better. I'm getting better. But yes. So I feel like DC is the equivalent of you running your trains in conventional mode. So you may have some sound, but you don't really have control of that, or you do, but your control comes from your transformer. And I feel like DCC mode is similar to, running it with your cab 3, or your base 3, or your WTIU with the DCC app. I'm not sure. Um, it's close. It's not quite the same, but it's close. But the difference is in HO scale, you have both versions of each, and in DC you can add your own sound decoder, and they're all ready for the decoders to be put in, but you have to add them, put them in. And the decoders, the difference between the price is basically the cost of the decoder. So, in addition to basically paying the same amount, you also have to do the work of getting it put in and programming it, which seems kind of crazy to me unless there's something I'm missing. Yeah. So, at any rate, I can go back to our building kits. This is fun. Um, so this townhouse kit comes with 4 walls, 2 chimneys, 1 sheet roof material, 2 roof support materials, a stoop, a sheet of clear window material, and of course your instructions. They come in these neat little plastic envelope packets too, so not a big bulky box. So even if you weren't to get to it right away, it's not going to consume a bunch of space waiting for you to build it either. Or you could build it. It also isn't going to consume a bunch of space either way, and then you can add details to it as you go. Bye, Davon. Um, so, at any rate, and then I had promised you guys last week that Mrs. Muffin would be on for Mrs. Muffin's modeling masterclass, and I will tell you, she gave it effort. We had some technical difficulties, as only her and I can. So that is being postponed to next week. She tried to pre-record her broadcast, and it just did not work out right. So, all right, no worries. Um, have someone do what for you? The decoder? I mean, I'm sure you could, but then you'd spend more money than if you just bought the DCC version. I think. I would assume as much. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not quite there yet. However, I have seen some serious, like, I don't know, some serious layouts with some, like, serious programs on computers and stuff of them running their trains. And it's like, I don't know, it's super cool and exciting at one sense of it. And then on the other sense, it's like basically we're playing a video game on a computer running trains, but then you kind of like just get to watch it happen in real life. Um, oh yeah. That's so true. You can have it. You can have somebody build it for you. You're right. You are so right. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know that you get to have that same experience in O scale, like what you can in HO. I just think that HO is geared more for those, who are lacking maybe the time, the space, or the money. Um, Whereas in O scale, that is more, is geared towards maybe a slightly older audience or an audience without kids. Where, basically once the kids are out of the picture, you now have more time, money, and space. So in HO scale, I feel like it's more of a kind of almost like a family hobby to an extent. Most people who are in HO scale are doing it because of space. They're doing it because it is cheaper. The things are smaller, um, and also time. So with it being smaller, of course, that doesn't mean it takes up less time. However, um, time and money kind of go hand in hand. So when you have excess money to spend on trains, that generally means you don't have the time for it. So vice versa. So anyway, but yes. Oh, and then of course we are still looking for some HO clubs. Beginning the first of the year, I believe we are going to start interviewing these clubs, either on camera or not, but nonetheless still getting an interview where we can ask them questions, and get to know them a little bit better, see what it is that their clubs are doing, what they're up to, what they're involved in, and etc. So if you guys are a part of an HO scale, it can be multi-scale too, as long as there's an HO scale club, as long as there's an HO scale layout a part of that club. But if you're into it, or if you know a friend who is, again, please share the video to any of your train friends. I really need to get HO going. There are so many people who still don't know that we are into HO, and it's kind of upsetting to an extent. It's like, but we've been pushing it so hard. I feel like we've been pushing it, and there are just so many people who even just walk into the store and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you were into HO." And it's like, okay, so how do we make that happen? Well, I need your guys' help. So just share it with the train friend, because they have a friend who's into trains and they have a friend who's into trains. And if you share it and let them know that we're in HO scale, and they may not be, but their friend might be, and ask them to share it. I just need your guys' help getting the word out there. So, much, much appreciated. Well, that is all I have for this week. We're working on it, Rich. And by we, I mean Steve and Liz are working on it. Um, I am locked into either a computer or product receiving mode or picture taking mode. So I haven't had much chance to work on any kind of layout. I did learn how to wire up my buildings, because I got some O scale Halloween buildings this year, and I got them wired. I learned how to do that. That was pretty exciting. Um, that is the most layout building I have done, actually. That's sad. I've added a few scenery details to the O scale layout, just here and there. Like, I find random things. I found a package of cattails at the layout, and they were Steve's, so I just opened them up and put them near the water water features on the layout. But that's about the most layout work I've done. I kind of get sucked into computer work, whether that's entering, doing importing all of our products, or updating product descriptions, updating pictures, you know, just little things. So I have not built an HO layout, but we have one in progress. It is at the store. I should maybe start. I should maybe start taking pictures, like weekly progress updates. then then it might push the layout to get done sooner rather than later. Exactly, because every trained person has a trained friend. I'm just saying. You get to be that someone, Katie. Um, I did not solder my connections. I actually used um a, a 12 port. A mm, oh man, the name is evading me. I will. I will. We will do something. Right? Some kind of like weekly progress update on just the HO layout, and see if we can get at least just a little bit of something, right? Uh Yes. Okay. I did not solder my connections, Philip. I used a 12 port terminal block, and I got the terminal block secured underneath the layout. The hole was already drilled, to be honest. But I actually own a drill. I could do that part. Um, I just have never been good with wiring, or electrical stuff in general. So I don't really know how it works. And that's why I had never done this before. So yes, I used a terminal block and wired my connections, and then got the terminal block wired to the transformer. It's a simple transformer. I think it's a CW80. And so it runs the circus layout up front if you haven't seen it. Um, I'll try to get you something on that next week. But anyway, I did. I got those buildings wired. And they're the only two buildings on that layout that are wired, to be honest. So I was going to work on getting the rest of them wired. However, I really haven't had time to get back to it yet. So, it is what it is. But at any rate, that's all I have. We'll work on some shorts next week, Rich, or at least some pictures, something. Um, and I'll also work on talking Mr. Muffin into the Sounds box car. And if you guys can help me spread the word, then maybe I can get him to do it in O scale too. I'm just saying, need some help. So if you don't know though already, we are on YouTube. And I know most of you guys, especially in the O scale crowd, are watching from Mr. Muffin's channel. But if you guys could go over to 4HO Trains channel and like that, and then join the live broadcast from there, that really helps me out a lot. But also, we're also on Facebook at 4HO Trains. And then we're also on Instagram. And then coming soon this week, we'll be on TikTok too. So I'm working on that as well. So, everybody, thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Yes, please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you.